Hi, this is Sasan Kesravi with Proteus Debate Academy. Just wanted to give you guys an update on the channel. How am I doing in the frame here? Not great. I think the last video I posted might have been that hella depressed one about like the end of the world. Um, which, if it is the case, then you guys probably didn't get the impression that we would be very busy and active. But we have been. Um, we've been working on some stuff that's exciting that's coming up. Just wanted to give you an update about that and just start making videos because the longer I go without putting an update, the less people interact with the channel, and then the easier it is to kind of just forget that I have a YouTube channel that people watch and expect content from. So really, this is just to get you guys saying, "Hey, do an analysis on this," or "That sounds good," and that way I'll remember that I'm supposed to do things. All right, so one of the things that we're going to be doing over the summer is we're going to be getting back to expanding our debate curriculum. It's important to us, especially Paul, to create a full online curriculum. Part of it's because he's going to be teaching online debate classes at a college, for which we've already been using the Proteus stuff, which is really cool. And I think pretty much everywhere is going to be using online curriculums. And these resources are hard to come by, so if we can make videos that are useful to people in teaching debate, then great. I already know it's happening already. Oh, I hate when it lags. Are we back? Okay, great. Another thing is that I'm going to make more analysis videos. The thing is that the more time goes by, the less I'm sure that the videos that I was supposed to do are even relevant. I feel really bad. Two teams asked me to do analysis of their rounds, which I would have loved to do. We're back. Okay. But I just, life. So what I'm probably gonna do is, and like TOC just happened. I don't know if there's videos of that. I don't know what people want to see. So I'm probably just gonna make a poll or something for you guys to weigh in on. The third thing is that we put a lot of work into creating a case evaluation rubric. So this rubric breaks, it's a way of assessing a case and saying, hey, how good a start is this to a debate? How, like, it doesn't guarantee you'll win or lose just because you have a good first speech, but it's how solid is this case? And it's split into three different categories, which is form, which is kind of like not just aesthetic stuff of the case, but also like how well structured is it? How easy is it to comprehend? How efficient is the highlighting? And then there's research, like how specific is your research or your sources? How good is the kind of source you used? There's 7 criteria for each thing, and the last one is strategy. So we split strategy into like novelty and tricks and win conditions and preempts. And anyway, that's gonna come out. And what I've also spent a lot of time doing is that there's a Google Sheets that doesn't really function much like a Google Sheets. It's more like its own program because it has like functioning buttons and stuff. And this is where the rubric's actually filled out. So a filled out rubric, we're going to be showing you all this soon. Someone who assesses a case will take it and then they'll go grade each criterion A, B, C, F, and that gets calculated into a total score. And the really cool thing is that different criterions, I speak English kind of, are weighed differently. So, like, if your case isn't the most novel case in the world, sure, like, no big deal. But if it's not topical at all, like, that's going to significantly affect your overall score. And what's really cool that we need more data in order to be able to do is you're going to be able to select what kind of judge this is aimed at. So is this aimed at a traditional judge, a progressive judge, a lay judge, and depending on how those judges uh, prioritize those criteria, it's going to affect the formula it goes through. And all this is automatically done. So you just click a button and it shows you how a progressive judge would view this versus a lay judge. And, you know, they have different thresholds for different things. So that's really cool. Just going to wait for this lag to end. If this happened in the mirror, it'd be fucking terrifying. Like mirror lag? Oh, that's nightmare fuel. Are we back? No, it's still terrible. Okay, anyway. Um, the sort of chicken and egg situation with that, though, has been that, you know, we want to test it more before we like put it out into the world, because I want to make sure I'm putting a good product out. Not even a product is free. I mean, it's a Google sheet. Like, you just make your own copy to use it. There's no, anyway, it's open source. You can look at the point is, oh, the other cool thing about it is, yeah, like if you want us to evaluate your cases, you can send us a case and we can evaluate it like as a video and show people. Or so I would send an old case, so we're not putting your whole debate case, breaking it down on the internet. But we might even down the line open the doors up to being like, hey, like, are you going to a tournament in a week and you want to know how good your debate case is? Send it to us and we'll give you an evaluation and go really specifically in depth as to like what could change, what should change, how should it change, like how will it do against, anyway. So that's what's really cool about it. But in addition to, well, sorry, the point I was making is that it doesn't have to be us assessing this, right? The point is that the rubric works on its own. So people, anyone can really easily look at the breakdown of what each criterion means and what it is to be good at meeting that criterion, and then just evaluate it on your own. So if you want your coaches to evaluate your cases, if you want, you could do it yourself. You could evaluate your friends. You could sell your case evaluation services. Hey, I'm so and so, and I won public forum, won the whole forum last year. The forum is mine, and if you want me to just evaluate your case, throw me some money and I'll do that. And you just use this rubric as like a form. I'll show it all. I'm talking too much about it, but yeah, chicken egg, because it's hard to know when it's ready to show people when we haven't like tested it with a lot of different cases to make sure everything comes out right. But also it's hard to have a lot of cases to do that with when we haven't shown it to anyone. So we're figuring that out, navigating that. Anyway, that's the state of the channel. This is actually my second attempt at recording this video. The first time I started like commenting on all of this like drama going on in the debate subreddit right now about like progressive debate versus traditional debate, and I just went on such a tangent. I was like, I gotta restart the whole video. But the TLDR of it is even if you don't like progressive debate, you need to learn how to engage with it so that you can tell people why a progressive argument is bad. It's debate. Like, you don't get to, I mean, you could just not engage with it at all, but then you also have to accept that you can't win. You can't be the best. But if you want to be the absolute best that you can be at this event, you need to either just accept these kinds of arguments or be able to justify in around why they're bad, which is, to be clear, like what we try to do at DVC, what Paul tries to do with Pacific. Like, we don't run Ks. Well, I don't run them at all. I don't let my kids run them. He sometimes lets his whatever. He's a DVC now. He's officially going to be a DVC coach. No more Ks, Paul. But anyway, I don't really understand the argument behind, like, I don't think other people should be able to do this, but I can't justify why in a debate round. Anyway, the whole like that's not what public forum was built for. Yeah, you and Parley and LD and CETA, which is policy debate made to avoid progressive. Yeah, it's that's never gonna work. You could go do big questions. That one might avoid it. IPDA tries to use lay judges only at their nationals. I don't know. That's what they say in the. I don't know if that they actually do that, but if they do, it works. But yeah, it's really hard to create a debate event that just doesn't allow these strategies to be possible. It's also funny that we call it progressive when people have been doing it longer than I've been alive. But anyway, I did go on a tangent. That didn't work at all. I'm just going to end the video.